Hello everyone and welcome to another Minecraft Update Adventures uh, Let's Play episode. Now, I am just kind of getting this done. I know there's no face cam this time, I just didn't want to use it today. But basically, this is just going to be more of just the same episode type of format that I've been doing. And showing off pretty much not very much new yet because most of the changes aren't really going to show yet. And I don't know if I've missed any features. Like, I haven't gotten to the beta upside down trees or whatever whenever it was. I'll try to get them, but if I don't get them, it'll be funny that I forgot, but I'll show them off in another episode in footage. But basically, I want to just kind of get this done, get some torches placed to light up the area, and basically just show off everything a bit more. And while this is going, I'm just going to say it right now. I haven't said it in a while, but not a lot of people are subbed that watch my videos, and so if you like the content, subscribing is free. So if you enjoy my content, just go ahead and leave a sub. Or if you feel that you don't enjoy the content here, then unsubbing is also free, so there's that. Now, I know I'm late getting to some of the uploads right now for other things, so I will be getting to them when I get the chance, like some other recordings for like Pokemon even. And that's just because I'm behind recording it schedule. So most of those will come out in May because of it. Sorry, my throat's just not clear, apparently, today. I don't know why, but it just isn't. Some days it's clearer than others. Though last night I was having to drink some fluids just so that I didn't lose my voice today. So, if I had lost my voice, I would have actually had to say, hey, I won't have a video up today because I didn't record it. And that would have sucked. But sometimes you have those things happen where you just can't do something because of something that happened to you physically. Is it just... Oh, okay, there's going to be more. I was about to say, because I've been playing the game for years, like over a decade even, so I'm used to a lot of things being different than what most people would expect. But it's kind of like this where you kind of know what's going on physically, but... Oh, hey, there's where I got the sand. Yeah, so this is the area that I'm at. I'm gonna explore some caves, trying to get some iron, basically. But another thing is that I do voice my opinions on this channel quite often, and that's because I feel that it's better for people to know how you feel about certain subjects. And others, obviously, they don't need to know. Like, there are... I can't do parkour there because of... there's no sprinting. If there was sprinting, I would have been able to make that, by the way. Okay, this is just a pocket of cave. Oh, whoops. Let's get this. Oh, wait, that'll heal me only half a heart out of the... what a 1.5 that it can give, so I'll wait till I take more damage. But I was just thinking about some stuff for recently, but I know that there was somebody playing on a version that is not this, but a later version, and they just kind of were making that just till they get, I think, better hardware, or they were just going to continue doing it, and that's something that it was interesting, and that I think is a chunk error. I think that's a chunk, like an error caused by old alpha stuff. So, not really anything too crazy right now, but I'm not worried about anything being broken. And obviously, like, if I ever lost this world, I'd have to obviously not start from the beginning. I probably would make a new world and hopefully bring it up without issue. But I'd have to, like, basically get all of this work that I've done over time done again, which would suck for me. But the entertainment value of showing off these old versions would not be lost. And obviously, no options music is on, as you can see. So that's why you can tell that old versions are broken on Mojang's launcher and have been for so long, which sucks. And I kind of talk about that because old Minecraft is broken, which is just an unfortunate thing to say, but the classic experience is brought back by people who actually have put in the effort to bring it back. And I'm glad about that. Because if you weren't getting the classic Minecraft feel because of these bugs and you wanted to, you can. And that's what I like, is that old Minecraft is preserved in some capacity, but it's not preserved in the way that is official, unfortunately. Like, and I know I've mentioned it in the first video, but I just wanted to kind of bring it back to that idea. And that's just kind of a thing that happens with a lot of games, is they don't get properly preserved. And then we lose part of something, which is why game preservation, I think, is important and that everyone should value it, at least in some capacity that is better than what we currently do it. And I'm just going to kind of place a bunch of torches around this area to kind of light up this area to slowly allow for a safer building area. And a lot of people do remember other things about gaming that others may not. Wow, this area is kind of starting to be super lit up. If I can get this area lit up enough, I think I can make it safe. And when I do get a dispenser, it'll be nice because that requires redstone. I do know what a dispenser requires, luckily, since I played these old versions where you had to learn to craft them. But I did also play console edition where it helped me learn them because there's tooltips that, well, not tooltips, but you can guess what I meant by what I just said. Because console edition kind of showed you the crafting recipe if you were on the side of the game where it had auto crafting, which super fast, super intuitive. 4J did a great job with console edition back in the day. And I wish it was still around because console edition really is where a lot of people got their start. And I was one of the people who got to test the demo on the Mojang website as my start. But I didn't start Minecraft the same way. Like, I tried console edition's demo back when that was all you could do. And then or like when you could buy it, I mean, as well. Like you could do more. It was just you had to buy it. But I tried that and I was a fucking idiot. I'll admit. Like there were some funny things that happened that were embarrassing that most people these oh shit. I didn't expect a skeleton. So we'll have to get more food in a bit. Okay. A little bit of a jump scare, but we're fine. Um I still have 17 sticks, so let's make a bunch of torches. Wait, let's kill that pig so that we get more pork chops, actually. Luckily, I'll have less and less of these jump scares from, like, skeletons and stuff as I light up the area. Because this is an important part of Minecraft, is understanding how to basically make an area safe. And when I get this done, because this is one of the projects that I planned, I just need to get a bit of distance. But basically, one of the major issues that you had back in the day was that you oftentimes at night didn't go out because you would freak out from like mobs being so scary. Well, here it's like it's a bit worse because the game's harder just by the sound being bugged. But I don't think that that's a necessarily the worst thing. Like you can get around sound bugs being like this. But you can't get around everything, unfortunately. And that's one of the things that I wish wasn't the case. And obviously, I don't see seeds, like places to get seeds, so I might have to get them from a mob spawner, is my guess, to make bread. And if I'm remembering it wrong, I'm remembering it wrong. But basically, making a farm, you can do it, if I remember right, in this version, but I don't remember what the prerequisites were outside of the seed, getting the seeds, but this is actually so nice to see a lit up nighttime world, and then just see this moon, see all of this, and it brings back so much memories of my past playing like the old versions where I just didn't have to deal with hunger. Because even on console edition, you didn't have to deal with hunger at first. But basically now I can make a full set of leather. We make a sword. And then we'll make torches in a second. Because this is faster. And we can do this. Boom. But basically lighting this up is going to be so important. Because once I do this, the game's instantly easy from there. And I'm going to gather a little bit more wool. Because I do want more wool for when I can dye wool. Even much easier. Like, dye it super easily, I mean. And I know chickens don't drop raw chicken yet, but raw chicken is also really just bad. Like, I hated eating raw chicken because my luck with raw chicken, and you can see it sometimes in my videos of recording some of this stuff, is kind of just horrendous. Like, I get hunger way too often for what I like. And it just detracts from my experience, but it adds to other people's, so you can do with that what you will. Like, my luck's not the worst, it's not the best. I wouldn't say it's completely average, because it definitely is not average. Like, calling it average would be just probably a compliment in some cases. Like, I get shiny luck, but, like, that's Pokemon, not Minecraft. Where, in Minecraft, I'm super unlucky. But, as you can see, it's like, it's nice to be able to walk around at night and not constantly be attacked. Get more stuff done this way, and actually... Holy shit. um... Oh, that's gonna be clipped by somebody, and it's going to be memed. I spoke so soon, and then it's just like, oh, creeper. Oh my god. I turned the freaking tree. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. That was so good. Render distance far. I want far render distance because that's actually... Oh my god. Oh, the beauty. Oh, Minecraft, you are cruel sometimes, but you are also a great game. That was probably the best moment. Oh, as you can see, for certain, my luck is definitely not the best, as you can tell. Like, that wouldn't have happened to everyone, but that was also the most... Oh, you think you can walk around safely moments? Oh, that was cruel. But most people would like that. Oh, jeez, that... I still feel like my heart just racing a bit from that. Just seeing a creeper suddenly from around the corner as I'm coming around. That... Okay. Oh, there's a cave here. I'm near my house, I know that, so... Not the quarry that I'm making over there. Oh, home sweet home. Can I make fences yet? If I make fences, I'm going to do stuff. But here's the upstairs. Nice area, a little bit of chests with stuff in it. I'll put a bit more dirt in here. And a bit more gravel. It's also got my glass for later. But I do need to kind of break this so that I can place more chests. There we go. And then this version you can't place chests next to each other, right? But you can place them on top of each other. Can I not access? Oh my god, I forgot that you can't even have a chest on top of a chest to access a chest. Oh, that's going to be interesting. But now, this area is nice. And I'm just going to hope that this goes well. using up the rest of my coal for torches. I'll wait to use the rest of it since it stays in there. But I might do a lot with this. So that's a cow. Okay, I was like, is that a creeper in the day? When I've already done a lot? But these versions, they're great. I love them. They always will have a place in my heart. But I know not everyone will understand it. But that's the beauty of experiences that you love. Most people don't understand the things the same way. But now, I literally have everything set up here. And I see the big trees are so nice to have. There's no creepers right now because I literally have been in the day long enough. And stuff will just kind of happen. But that was just something that everyone will get a laugh out of and on the creeper thing. Ooh, cave. This is what I was looking for. Perfect. I may even build a cave house nearby, just to kind of add to the world. But we all have, like, a proper cave house. Like, I go into a big cave and make the entire thing a house, just for the fun of it. That would be cool. And probably add some leaves later on whenever I get the option. Make it a big building project that's meant to last a few updates. Or many updates, I should say. Because I want to wait till I get shears as an option, which will be after 1.0, I believe, or like 1.8, I think is when they did that. It was, and I'm talking beta. It was like 1.0 or 1.8 beta. But a little bit of, oh, I do have enough iron. Okay. I do want to smelt more, but I have to get more coal now. And these mountains I did want to explore because they look fantastic. This would be somewhere where I build something. That looks amazing for what I could do with it. And another thing about mountains is you get a lot more caves in them. And that is the nicest area that I think I can build at. But terrain generation doesn't get overhauled for a while. I think I'm getting close to when it does, but I want to explore when they update stuff for like when the upside down trees come in. I'm gonna look up the Minecraft upside down tree update if I didn't miss it. If I missed it, it's my fault. But that's just how it is. And honestly, I don't mind that I went from one thing to another. But going through these updates so slowly is just kind of a nice feel. Because most of these updates might have been a day apart even. Because I've been following a game called Cosmic Reach, obviously. You've probably seen a few videos on it. I just have delayed some videos until further notice, until I'm going to wait till Survival comes in, but I am going to get a bunch of versions compiled of Cosmic Reach and then just post them on Google Docs to kind of compile it. And if people want to contribute that to that, by all means, do it. I'm going to contribute the main amount of versions. Oh, you are a zombie. 2 feathers, cool. Thank you. Why did you spawn? Is it because it's too dark in a spot nearby? I'm going to put the feathers here. And we're going to kind of light up these areas and figure out where the zombies spawned at. But I'm going to look in this cave for other things, like iron is going to be one of my main things I'm focused on. But getting some extra coal will be what I do as well. Is that... No, that's not an ore up there. Maybe that's where the zombie spawned at? There. And here maybe... Ooh, down here definitely could have been. Oh, here's where some coal spawned that I was mining that I didn't get through. I'll mine this real quick. And if we find another cave because I mined, then so be it. Because how alpha caves are is they're just a bunch of caves generated around. But I'm also going to be making some total miner videos. Like, I just have finally decided I'm going to. But basically, all of my content is going to be focused around stuff that I like. And maybe a few other games if if they pique my interest. So like with FNAF games, they don't really interest me. That's why I've, at least in the current day, like sure, when they were big, oh well, they are still big, but before like Scott Cawthon had left entirely, I think they were more interesting. But these days, they aren't as interesting. And that's kind of how I am feeling about a lot of this. And again, everyone has their interests, everyone has different tastes, so that's why I'm not mad when people find that they aren't interested. And if you are interested, obviously, like, making sure, like, you're notified does help, like, everyone, but the word of mouth is also a big thing on early channel growth, I feel. And that's another thing that a lot of people don't realize is that the only way you're getting like stuff is recommendations and word of mouth. Like most people don't realize word of mouth is still just as powerful as it was years ago. Because how I found Markiplier was word of mouth, not a recommendation. Because I was in early YouTube days, I watched Markiplier back when he was doing like Five Nights at Freddy's and all of that. And he still is, I do know that. Like, he played Security Breach. But I'm not interested in Security Breach as much, but if my friend is, sure, I'll buy it for him if I have the money. And I care about him. Like, there are friends who I will buy stuff for because I care about them. I'll even share certain accounts, or I'll do certain things just because I care. And a lot of people don't understand that friendships are something that are important along YouTube and like other things, because I do have a friend. That friend does make videos, he just doesn't make the same content as me. And our interests are similar in some ways but different in others. Like, we both used to watch FNAF stuff. I don't anymore. He still plays FNAF even, but he doesn't play it on stream all too often or on a video all too often that I know of. Like, I know he has streamed Security Breach after I bought it for him. And... okay, you are a spider. Oh my god, I got comboed so hard by that spider. Holy shit. That pig had taken damage? Okay, interesting. And that is why walking around near dark areas kind of is sketchy. But this is also why I'm lighting up the areas. And I know how long I've been going. I know I've been playing for 30 minutes-ish. But hey, am I having fun? Yeah. It's just fun talking, even if I'm not showing my face right now like usual. I just didn't feel like doing it for this episode, so it just kind of was a thing I chose to do. Did I have to choose it? No, I didn't have to, but I did. And honestly, like, that's the thing about certain things. Like, most YouTubers show their face a lot more. I don't prefer to show my face all the time because it just sometimes makes me feel uncomfortable to do it, even to this day. But I definitely still like seeing engagement from everyone. And that's what I care about. I haven't used the other mic that my roommate just had put on the door and had tried to let me use, but I'm going to try it since they gave me a mic that might be better than even this one. I don't know how old their mic is, but I think it was used for podcasts. I don't even care that it's a pink color because pink is not a bad color even for guys. It's like people have to understand that you can be interested in another color of your own. Like my grandfather preferred having pink as the one of the colors he wore. And I think that that's fine. And everyone has their tastes, like I've said. And I think color taste is a similar thing in terms of fashion and also graphic design and everything. Like I think if your design is interesting to somebody besides yourself, that means it can be interesting for many people. And that's a good thing that people can share that. But pretty much just getting all of that done is the big thing. And that's a cave down there. How do I get to it? I'm trying to figure out where that cave is, because that cave would be so useful to know where it's at. And that's another thing is information. That is something that you should never let yourself let go. Like if you let people take a hold of the information that you can know, that is bad for everyone. Like, I'll say this right now for those who are not as interested in why information is so important, but I want you to listen because it's an important topic for everyone. And the reason that having any information is powerful is because then you can actually start to think for yourself, or you can start to understand why some things shouldn't be one way and should be another. And another thing is that you won't be as easy to basically be controlled by somebody else, like an outside force. Like, I do understand that. That seems like something you'd be like, why would you think that somebody would try to control you? But not as a radical idea, but in general, knowledge is always power. Sure, it's not the only power, like, the ability to act on your knowledge matters too. But if you don't know something, you can't fix something. And if you can't fix something, things that are bad aren't going to change, or if somebody can't do it. Basically, like if you think something is bad, then you're already a step towards improving at something, or improving something that was pre existingly not as good for you or other people. And I just wanted to bring that message up front because I think that a lot of people forget about how powerful and how important it is to learn about stuff. Like, it's not everybody that thinks this, it's just that the issue is persistent throughout history that the people who get controlled don't know about why they are controlled. This is actually a reason why China is scary because they give you just enough to feel like you are fine, but they control the flow of information. And the fact that some people get punished for telling others about other things is a scary thing. And that's what China's like. And I would never want to be in a country that's like China, basically. Because I know you can't say certain things, you can't do certain things. The government is so strong that it's really an outside force that would be needed to give enough for the people to actually understand what they are not, what they don't have with what's currently going on there. Oh, is that another cave? It is. I'm going to mine up to it. But I just wanted to bring that point up because I felt like it. I feel like it's important to kind of talk about those kinds of problems. I wouldn't have found this if I hadn't mined that coal. Like, this coal is so nice. And that's another thing. If you don't have the ability to pay attention to what's going on, obviously, like, knowing is half the battle is quite important to a lot of things. Because uh, it's quite important to know because then you can actually, you're halfway to actually winning the fight is because you have to act on that knowledge to win the fight, obviously. But if you have no ability to understand something else, then you will oftentimes do worse. And now that I'm getting through a bigger cave, I might find diamonds eventually. See, that's why I was checking for it. It might actually lead to more. But I am going to be ending soon, but I will be doing a lot more. Once I break this pickaxe and get more iron, because this iron pickaxe was more productive than that, because that cave down there, I don't think I have F3, but I'm going to do this. Or, you can't screenshot shit yet properly without doing a Windows key thing. But that's the benefit of Windows key print screen. Is you get screenshots. Oh my god, I am terrible. We're gonna break this. But I wouldn't have known something had I not acted on it. Or looked at something and actually acted on it as well. That should show you. A little bit of power, minor, but hey, I think that it shows a point not as strongly, but it does show a point in some capacity. Like this cave is great. I might mine out this cave and then uh, go through the episodes this way, but sometimes a filler episode of mining is all you need. And as you can see, this is just a beautiful day to start with, and it's already getting towards what would be half over in a Minecraft day. But hey, once I make the new iron pickaxe, since I still have a little bit of time, I'll probably call it at that. And hey, any minor progress is progress. Now, do I think all progress should be looked at differently? Sure. Like if your progress is tiny, of course it should look at worse, but this video probably will go up right after I finish recording it, and that screenshot will kind of show what I'm going to do in the future. And yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. And I'll also see you in the next Minecraft update as well. Bye bye.